On Monday, June 30th at 1:30 p.m., I, along with my children, Dara and Zach, will relive that very moment when their mother and my wife, Suzanne Shefska, took her last breath. After a 2.5 year struggle with stage 4 lung cancer, after all the shock, all the hope, all the pain, and all the disappointment, Suzanne exhaled one last time and finally found the peace that she so deserved. While Suzanne found peace, we found heartbreak, sorrow, and a gaping hole in our lives. How in God's name do you fill that hole, or better yet, honor someone's memory? This is a fantastic photo of you guys at your wedding. Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Look at the size of that man's glasses.
I mean, those are some big glasses, man.
They were. Yeah. Yeah.
The answer, as it turned out, was for us to become better people by trying to understand who we are and why we are the way we are. That requires looking deep within ourselves to really grasp how we each could be better, more well-rounded individuals. For me, that meant being brutally honest with myself about not always being emotionally available, withholding my love, my trust to those who meant the most to me, Suzanne and the kids. To eventually admit that my personal fears crippled me emotionally, creating trust issues and doubts in the minds of those I loved. If I wouldn't trust the people I loved the most to be honest with them emotionally, then why would they ever trust me? And how finally being honest with myself has allowed me to communicate with Dara and Zach and close personal friends what I am feeling emotionally, because finally I realized that by doing so, it is a sign of strength and not weakness, as I had always thought in the past. It was a great image, Dad. Really, really good image. Taking a hard look at myself.
Yeah.
My kids, to a degree, have done the same. We are all, to some degree or another, working on ourselves. We want to be the best versions of ourselves as a way to honor our mom, Suzanne's memory, Was Suzanne perfect? No, not at all. Like all of us, she had her issues: lack of self-confidence, low self-esteem, a fear of not fitting in, but her virtues far outweighed her deficiencies. She cared deeply not only about her family and close friends, but also about those who she served, her students. Suzanne was a special education teacher in one of the worst neighborhoods in Baltimore, Maryland, waking every school day at 6 a.m. so that she could help her students, all while carrying with her a portable oxygen concentrator to ensure that she had enough air in her compromised lungs to be able to provide her students with what they needed. She made it a point to call parents when a student went above and beyond and let them know that they could and should be proud of their child. Her determination to make a positive difference in people's lives, even while trying to cope with lung cancer, showed us a strength and resolve that I still admire to this day. So much so that I try to emulate her every day when doing the work that I do at Car Edge, by selflessly giving back to people, sharing my knowledge, and encouraging others to be better educated so as to not ever be taken advantage of in the future. 8 years is a long time when you think about it, but when it's about the loss of a loved one, it is barely a blink of an eye. A moment that lives with you forever, a memory that never fades, and a sorrow that will never really fully leave you. So the question for me became, how do I cope? How do I move forward? How do I honor that person that I lost? In my case, I looked inward, not in an attempt to reinvent myself, but rather to redefine myself, to find a better version of myself, Ray 2.0, if you will. Ray 2.0 is closer to the person I should and could have been, closer to the person that Suzanne always wanted me to be, closer to the person that she needed me to be. I am so much more capable. You're beautiful, Dad. I am so much more capable of empathy and understanding today than I ever have been. Men in general, and me in particular, have always heard things in such a way that I feel as if I have to solve a problem, come up with a solution, and a roadmap to get us there, when in fact, I was really being asked to hear, not to heal. I was being asked to acknowledge, not to solve. I was really being asked to just be there, and I didn't understand that or know how to just be present. All right. I've learned to no longer ask why, but rather what. Wonder who told you that, taught you
Yeah.
that. What is making you feel the way you can feel, as opposed to why are you feeling the way that you feel? What causes you to think a little more deeply than why? It forces a more introspective look at the causes, and perhaps when you better understand the what, it becomes easier to address the why. What communicates a more genuine caring to the person you are asking? It is softer and warmer and more comforting and helping than why. And yes, I wish I could have learned that 60 years ago instead of 2 years ago. Thankfully, I'm still evolving. All right. So will I ever be the person that Suzanne had hoped I would be, and the kids need me to be? My hope is that it's 74, and as I approach the fourth quarter of my life, I do not like how you dictated that you're going to only be 100. I will come closer than ever before to being that person. My success towards that goal, no matter how big or small, will be because I want to honor Suzanne's memory and at the very least show those who I love that all of us, regardless of age, can change to some degree and find a better path to travel. Suzanne, you're still the glue that holds this family together, and for that, I am eternally grateful. May your memory always be a blessing. I love you, dear, and I miss you.
Yes. You had to do that, huh?
Yeah, man, because it's so beautiful.
Well,
I want everyone in the world to read that.
Well, the good news is everyone in the world won't. As a matter of fact, probably 99.99999% of the world's population will never encounter that and never read it. So, yeah, but it feels good to be able to write things. Not only WRIT, but RIGHT, to become a better person and the person I wish I should have been.
But you know, you're here now, you're living now, you're doing it now. It's so beautiful. And that's where I think for me, like the connection, like mom was a teacher. She taught people. She was always about repairing the world, make the world a better place, help one person. And like to me, reading this when you shared it with me yesterday, I was like, holy shit, holy cow, like that's mom. Like she helped you wake up and realize that you can keep evolving and you can keep bettering yourself and in new ways. And so, yeah, I just feel so touched today. And you've written these notes for 8 years now, but this is maybe the first year, Dad, where I really wish I had a bigger megaphone. I think everyone should be thinking about becoming the 2.0 version of themselves and looking inward. And you wrote it so beautifully.
Well, thank you. As I said to you yesterday, I don't really think it was one of my better efforts. It might have been one of my more honest efforts, but I don't think it was actually one of my better efforts. But I owe it to your mother to be better than I was, because I should have and could have and wish I had treated her better than I did, because I was so insecure as a human being that I couldn't find the trust level to be able to do that. And so today I exposed myself emotionally to the world when I found it impossible to expose myself emotionally to the woman who meant the most to me in my life. So I don't want to ever live like that again, and I don't want my children to live like that again, and I want to set a better example than I set for them when they were younger. And if that's a virtuous thing, then I guess I'm virtuous. If it's a selfish thing, then I guess I'm selfish. But I just, we all have a lot to give and a lot to learn, and we can't be afraid of either.
So beautiful, so powerful, Dad. And it's also so finite, like so finite. 8 years is forever and nothing at the same time. And you're
Absolutely.
74, that's forever and nothing. And so what's the point of showing up and living without being honest with yourself? And I think it's just so incredible how you've matured over the past 8 years.
My maturity came way too late in life.
For those of you that are interested, my dad does. I don't know why he publishes them to LinkedIn, but he does annually.
Why would that be? Because I have nowhere else to post it. I am not.
Maybe I should set you up a little like notes to Suzanne website or something like that. But you can go back and you can read these tributes. Just go to his LinkedIn. It's Ray Shefska, and go to his posts. Been doing it for every year, so yeah. Please. And I love it. I really look forward to personally reading it. And I also, again, just think the message in this year's note is one that cannot go far enough, and everyone should read it. I've been sharing it directly with so many of my friends today, Dad, because I think it's such a powerful message and one that I am so proud of.
I think your mother would be proud of me at this point.
Mom is proud of you. Absolutely. She's proud of both of us. She's proud of all of us, Dara, you, me.